All right, down screen coming right here. Stop. Okay, there's your down screen. If you're Russell Westbrook, you do not go this way through the down screen. You go that way through the down screen. Look when you go the other way. See, look at the angle. Now this player is able to rip and go right into the lane for an easy two. Okay, if you're this player here guarding in transition, you need to get to the three-point line and get your feet set. You can't backpedal. Look at this player is going to backpedal, open, Devin Booker three. Yeah, I mean, you have to switch this first ball screen. You can't go over the top of this first ball screen and then go over the top of a second ball screen. Russell Westbrook needs to switch here, and you need to take the screener. Look what happens when you don't switch. Look at the separation here. Here's you, and here's the person you're supposed to be guarding. So forget about it. Chris Paul's right into the lane and an easy two. Don't guard with your back to the sideline. Look at this stop right here. Your back's to the sideline. You are begging to get beat back door. Keep your back to the baseline. Okay, when you guard with your back to the sideline, you're beat back door, and now it's a two-shot foul. You're LeBron James in transition here. You can't get back to a random spot on the floor. You got to be ready to guard Devin Booker, okay? But look, you've just gotten back to a totally random spot on the floor. So now you're in no position to guard Devin Booker right here, and he's just going to get it and have a wide open three. Not run drop coverage on Chris Paul. Stop. Right now, this big needs to be up and pushing Chris Paul away from the lane. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, I can recover, which will be quickly. Okay, in the meantime, backside help takes one or two steps here. Okay, but again, I'm going to be able to bump you back quickly anyways. But instead, you give Chris Paul the lane. He's going to snake dribble to keep the defender on his back and an open mid-range jumper. Stop running drop coverage. Get this big up and push this guard, Devin Booker, out of the lane. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, I can recover, which will be quickly. In the meantime, I have backside help on DeAndre Ayton's roll. This player slides down and occupies the Suns player's two passes away. But again, I'm going to be able to bump that backside defender back quickly. But instead, you give this guard the lane that forces a double team and a wide open Chris Paul three. A horrible gamble. Show your hands when guarding Chris Paul. Look at this gamble right there. Right there. Okay, so now Chris Paul's going to cross you over into the lane, draws help, and it's an easy DeAndre Ayton too. Okay, LeBron James needs to stay level to his man. He can't fall asleep. Look at this. What is going on here? There's no reason for LeBron James to be here and his man out here. So now he has no chance to guard one-on-one. It's rip and go right into the lane and a two-shot foul. Right now, you got to show your hands. Now, first of all, this player needs to be opened up back to the baseline. Because look at, well, I already can't see your hands, but you got to show your hands and just angle this player this way. There's no place to go if this player's back's to the baseline. I can stunt, easy recovery without having to move my feet inward. But instead, look at, you're not showing your hands. The Suns are in the bonus. It's a cheap two-shot foul. This is very elementary. Shot goes up. You can't go towards the rim. You've got to find your man and box him out. Use your butt. Keep him out of the lane. Give him a 0% chance of getting the rebound. Okay, instead, when you don't box out, long rebounds become 50-50 balls and a layup. Starting a dribble handoff, this big's got to give this player more. You got to take a step back so this player can go through. See, look at this. You don't take a step back. So now this player has a much difficult route going underneath, and it's going to result in a two-shot foul. Stop running drop coverage. Get up. Push this guard out. Okay? The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, I can recover. In the meantime, where's this player rolling to? The backside help was literally standing and waiting, and I'm going to be able to bump you back quickly anyways. But instead, you run drop coverage. So look, this big has to drop to the ball. This big now for the Suns can just roll wherever he wants to. And look, now he's in perfect position to get an offensive rebound, and it's exactly what happens. It's a tap in at the end of the quarter. Right here guarding Chris Paul, this ball screen is set so high that I can just easily go underneath this screen. Now, this big should be up and jamming the screen with his body, showing his hands to give me a cleaner route underneath. But the fact you're running drop coverage on a ball screen set in your half court's absurd, and it leads to an open Chris Paul jumper. But is this, come on, are you switching this dribble handoff? And this player's here, this player's here. There's no communication. It's a totally botched switch, and look what happens. These two players end up screening each other, so now you're screwed, and now it's a two-shot foul for the Suns. Footwork in the gaps, we talk about it all the time. You cannot have to take your feet inward. Look at this player right here. Look at his feet. See how his feet take him inwards? Now you're never going to get back outward, and it's going to lead to an open three. Don't lean towards the screen. Make this player use this screen. Look at this defender right here. Look how he's going to be leaning towards the screen. So what does that mean? Now it's a ball screen refusal, draw help, and an open catch and shoot three. The totally pointless LeBron James double team. Stop. This player is doing fine one-on-one. Why is LeBron James coming up to double? Okay, you're obviously now going to give up a wide open three in the corner. A horrible gamble on Chris Paul. Look at this defensive player right here guarding the ball. What are you doing? Look at this gamble right there. What? So you don't get it. So now Chris Paul's into the lane, and he's going to end up drawing a two-shot foul. Don't get back to random spots on the floor in transition. Stop. We've got everybody here getting back to a random spot on the floor in transition. Nobody actually taking the man with the ball. So it's an open catch and shoot three. Down screen. Come on. Stop. Here's your down screen. You got to get attached to your man setting the screen and get your arms out. So this player has to go out and this player can curl. When you don't do that, this player is able to curl and it's going to end up drawing a two-shot foul. DeAndre Ayton, you've got to initiate contact right now as soon as he crosses the three-point line. That's what's most important, that the Lakers defender initiates contact. Battle for real estate. He's earning every inch on this floor from here on out. But you don't do that. Look who initiates contact. Now it's Ayton. He's got you sealed and an easy two. For LeBron James and the shot goes up, you can't lose sight of your man. You got to go find your man and box him out. Use your butt. Keep him out of the paint. So now he has no chance of getting an offensive rebound. But you just totally lose sight of your man. Now he's in perfect offensive rebounding positioning. And it's a cheap foul. Suns in the bonus, 2 shots. Just guard one-on-one. The Suns are setting a flat screen. So all you need to do is guard one-on-one. If this player comes and actually screens you, okay, then our ball screen defense can execute. But look at this. You're feeling out a screen that never gets set. So now Devin Booker's got you on his back. He's going to snake dribble and hit an open jumper. Keep Chris Paul out of the lane. Hedge, get up, push Chris Paul out of the lane. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back. Okay, I can recover. In the meantime, backside help comes from LeBron James right here. This player slides down and occupy these Suns players 2 passes away. But again, I'm going to be able to bump this backside defender LeBron James back quickly. But nope, you give Chris Paul the lane that draws a double team and an open three. Okay, if this Suns player is going to cherry pick off this jump shot, LeBron James has got to be off to the races. Like right now, you got to go. Okay? You can't let this Suns player get behind you because if Phoenix comes up with a defensive rebound, you're giving up 2 points. LeBron James doesn't go right away. So look, now this player is able to just get it, and it's a layup. Don't lean towards the screen. If DeAndre Ayton is going to set this screen, then our ball screen defense will execute. Play Devin Booker one-on-one. Instead, you're leaning towards the screen, so now Devin Booker sees an opening. It's an open jumper. Communicate in transition. There's no such thing as jogging either, okay? This player needs to sprint back, all right? Look at him jog and not communicate. Right now, you've got to say, I've got this player, so this player can take this player. Instead, this player is worried about 2 Suns players, so now this player is going to beat his man on a backdoor cut and an easy 2. You are switching this ball screen. This player has to get underneath Devin Booker and initiate contact. That's what's most important, that you initiate contact. Well, this player doesn't switch over the top, so look, Devin Booker's got position and it's right to the rim for a layup. It's very elementary. Come on, Russell Westbrook. Shot goes up. Find your man, get your butt into him, and box him out. When you don't box out, you turn these types of plays into 50-50 balls when there's no reason for them to be, and it's a layup. You have to guard this down screen before the dribble handoff, okay? So right now, this player's got to get attached and get his arms out, so Devin Booker has to go out, and this player can chase. When you don't do that, look what happens. See this separation? Now you're screwed. Now on this dribble handoff, Devin Booker's right into the lane and a wide open jumper. What is this player for the Lakers doing? You got to find your man off. Look at this. Stop. This player's getting back here. And you need to announce that, by the way, communicate it. But this player needs to come here and initiate contact. Battle for real estate. This player cannot just chill on the block like this. But this player does nothing. Look at now this player's boxing him out for an offensive rebound, and it's an easy offensive rebound and 2 points. Not fall asleep on your man. Come on. So Devin Booker throws the ball in the post. I need to be seeing the ball and my man at all times. When you fall asleep on your man like this, look, Devin Booker gets open for 3. Stop giving this guard the lane, okay? Get up. Push this guard out this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, I can recover. In the meantime, this player has no place to roll to because the backside defense is right there. And I'm going to be able to bump you back anyways. But instead, look what happens. You give this guard the lane, so now this big has to take the guard. There's no one to take the big for Phoenix, okay? And it's going to be a pushing in the back foul, and Phoenix is going to the line. Don't go up the gut of a down screen this way. You always go this way over a down screen. Look at the angle. You go up the gut of the down screen, so now this player's able to get it, go right in the lane, and it's a layup. Got a hedge right here. You cannot go under this ball screen, all right? I'm going over the top, and this big is up. I'm pushing this guard out this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, I can recover. In the meantime, this big has no place to go because the backside help is right here. Okay, but instead you go under and give up an open 3. You cannot go this way through a down screen. You've got to go this way. Okay, look at this player. He's going up the gut that way. So now look at the space. So now coming off this ball screen, it's very difficult to defend, and this player's right in the lane for 2. Have to switch this first ball screen. Okay, this player here has got to switch. Because look at this. You don't switch this first ball screen. Look at the separation. Are you kidding me? So now Landry Shamet's just going to easily get in the lane, then hit a step back 3. Don't get back to random spots on the floor in transition. This is a totally random spot on the floor. You get to a body. When that doesn't happen, now you give up a wide open 3. Don't guard with your back to the sideline like this. Why? Because this player can create space now like this. Look at this. See how he creates space? So look, this type of space here kills you. This can't happen off of a dribble handoff, so it leads to a wide open 3. Can't happen in transition. First of all, you need to sprint, not jog, okay? See, if you're sprinting, now you're ahead of this man. And now as soon as this man crosses the three-point line, you're initiating contact. That's what's most important, that the defender initiates contact, okay? But look who's going to end up initiating contact. It's a Suns player, so now he's got his man perfectly sealed, throw down low, and 1. Again, down screen. You have to go this way. When you go this way, you take a terrible angle. So look, now you've got to basically sell out for a charge. You don't get it. That draws help. And now another wide open Suns 3. Can't run drop coverage on a pick and pop, okay? You got to get up and push this guard out this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, which is going to be in like a second because the half-court line is right there. I can recover. In the meantime, I do need backside help right here for a second. But again, I'm going to be able to make you recover in time very quickly. But instead, you're running drop coverage on this pick and pop. So this big's got to drop here, then recover here. Yeah, he's in no position to guard now. So now this player is just going to be able to get it, go right by him, and it's an easy 2. Again, you've got to guard this down screen first. So right here, okay, this player has to get his arms out. So this player has to go out, and this player's chase can happen. But you let this player curl off the down screen. So now you're screwed. Now they're into a ball screen. There's too much separation, and it's an easy 2. Stop running drop coverage. Get up. Push this guard out. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble or brings his dribble back, which is going to be quickly, I can recover. In the meantime, backside help comes from right here on this player's roll, but I'm going to be able to bump you back quickly. Instead, you give this guard the lane. Now there's nobody to take this big when he pops, and it's an easy floater. Don't get back to random spots on the floor in transition. This is a random spot on the floor. Get to a body. But you're in a random spot on the floor, so now you're in no position to guard this player, and he's going to get right to the rim and draw a 2-shot foul. You've got to guard this down screen first before the ball screen. You've got to chase over the top. When you go up the gut like this, bad things happen. See, look at the space. Stop. This space, you're screwed now on this ball screen. So now this player is going to get it and go right into the lane and draw a 2-shot foul eventually. Here you go in drop coverage again. Stop. Get this guard out of the lane. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, I can recover. In the meantime, there's literally no place for this player to go. The backside helps right here. Okay? But instead, you're giving up a 2-on-1 for no reason, and now again this big is wide open. Can't be this separation when this big touches it. Stop. You got to be up right now. You have to initiate contact. Okay, that's what's most important. When there's this much separation, this doesn't work. Look who's initiating contact. The Suns player, and it's just right to the rim and a two-shot foul.